everyone, it's Julianne here, and welcome back to the ScrapbookPal channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this super easy card using the brand new Avery Elle Sending Hugs stamp and die set, along with some pattern paper for my background. I'm going to be starting out my card today by stamping the envelope as well as the cute little lamb from the Sending Hugs stamp set, and I'm going to be stamping both of those onto a sheet of Expressive Blending cardstock using some Memento Tuxedo black ink, so that way I can do some Copic coloring. Now for my coloring today, I am going to show you on camera how I colored in the lamb as well as the envelope, but everything else I will color off camera. Now for the coloring that I do on camera, I will have all of my marker caps off to the side of the screen, so that way you're able to follow along with which colors I'm using. With both images colored in, I'm now going to be using the coordinating dies in order to cut both of those out. Now in order to keep my dies in place as I run them through my die cutting machine, I'm just going to be temporarily adhering them down using some washi tape. Once I have those both cut out, I now need to create an area for my lamb to tuck into, so that way he looks as though he's popping out of the envelope. So here I've just pulled out my craft knife, and I'm just going to cut along that black line that you see here. Now I don't need that big of an area, I just need it to be big enough to slide in the bottom of the lamb. So I'm just going to continue to cut along that line until I have enough room. Now I do want to mention that I do have a self-healing cutting mat on my work surface, but what I like to do just to make sure that nothing happens is I always like to have a piece of scrap paper behind whatever I'm cutting as well. Now the first area I cut wasn't large enough, so I'm just going to extend those cut lines a little bit more on each side, and once I do that, I can now slide the bottom of my lamb inside of that open area, and now he looks as though he's popping right out of the center of my envelope. I'm now going to start working on the rest of my card. Starting with my background, I'm going to be adhering a piece of yellow colored cardstock down to my A2 size card base using some liquid adhesive. Now I also use liquid adhesive in order to adhere a piece of black and white striped pattern paper down to that yellow cardstock as well. And I did trim down my pattern paper to 4 by 5 1/4, so that way I could have that really nice yellow border all the way around my card. Now in order to adhere my envelope, I have added some foam adhesive behind my image, and I'm going to be adhering that down in the center of my background panel. Once I'm happy with the placement, I'll just push down on that foam adhesive in order to adhere it into place. Now in order to pop up my lamb even more, I'm going to be placing 2 pieces of foam adhesive behind his head, and that's just really going to make him look as though he's really popping right out of the center of that envelope. Next, I used the Love Speech Bubbles die set from My Favorite Things, and I ran that die through my die cutting machine, once with white cardstock and a second time with some red cardstock. And now I'm going to be adhering those together. I'm going to start out by placing a piece of washi tape to the back of that speech bubble, and I'm going to place the white heart die inside of the speech bubble, and then I'll be adding a little bit of liquid adhesive on top of that white heart, and then I'll be placing that red heart directly on top of that. Next, to give my heart that little bit of extra something, I'm going to be coming in with some glossy accents, and I'm going to add that directly on top of that heart. Finally, to finish off my card for today, I'm going to be adhering a bunch of clear confetti mix sequins throughout my background, and I will be adhering each of those using some more liquid adhesive. Once I get those last couple all adhered, that's going to complete my Sending Hugs card using pattern paper. I just love how bright and cheerful this card came out, and I hope that you do too. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below, as well as subscribe to this channel for even more card making ideas. If you're interested in any of the supplies I used today, I will have those all listed down below in the description box. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, and happy crafting!